apologize for a froggy throat. I'm getting over a cold, so bear with me. The single greatest miracle that I could possibly share, and I know I'm not special in this, is the ability to discern my inner guidance. And I have a Course in Miracles to thank for that. I could give you many, many examples of the benefits I've received by listening to my inner guidance, but I'll just give you one. And it happened not long ago. Back in November, I had the opportunity of attending the Regional Retreat at the Benedictine Monastery in Arizona with members of my own community of Benedictines. It was a retreat for those of us who live in the Western states. At first, I didn't think I could afford to go. I hadn't ventured an overnight trip from the friary since my release from the hospital in January of last year. So I was fearful. I also had all this medical paraphernalia that I would have to travel with, and I didn't fancy doing that. Then I heard the familiar voice of the Holy Spirit speak to me and asked, how long are you going to coop yourself up? Forever? Go, have a good time, and don't worry about the details. 3 of us were to make solemn vows during that retreat, and a member of those of us who lived in the Western states also lived in Arizona, and he was going to receive the solemn vows on behalf of the Guardian Council. Well, unfortunately, the day before the retreat, he was rushed to the hospital with kidney failure. So, being the most senior member next to him, who lived in the Western states, it was up to me to receive the vows. My airfare and retreat costs were covered by several members of my community. I was able to figure out how to use the medical paraphernalia while traveling, which was wonderful in and of itself. And the retreat was a success. The 3 brothers made their solemn vows. We had a great time, and there was absolutely nothing to worry about. The Course has brought to my attention that I constantly hear 2 voices in my head. The first voice, usually the dominant voice, is from the ego. It tells me that I have the power to be less than God created. I have the power to sin. I have the power to screw up. And therefore, I deserve to be punished. This notion is behind every fear that I experience. The other voice I hear is from the Holy Spirit. And that voice dispels worry, and it brings love and miracles, as it did with that retreat. Thanks.